What is up, guys? It's your boy Stefano. As you guys, if you subscribe to my channel, if you're not, because I barely have 1,000 subscribers, but I do wedding photography. I travel. I like to travel, and I like to take photos as much as I can. Like, it's something which I really love to do, and I also do film from time to time. And I was lucky enough that Dehancer did reach out to me. So this is a disclaimer that they did reach out to me. They did ask me to make a video in exchange to get the program, but they did not tell me to say anything that they want me to tell. Like, it's my honest opinion, and we're gonna go straight to DaVinci because this is the program that I actually use to color grade most of my video and editing my video as well. But you can use DaVinci, but you can use Dehancer in Premiere Pro, DaVinci Resolve, and Final Cut Pro. So let's get into the laptop, and I will show you how I graded my clips from Dehancer. There you go. Let's go. I'm crazy. Okay, how do you screen record your Mac? Well, let me check it out. I know, guys, you go here and you press this button right here, which is here, and will activate screen recording, new screen recording. Here you go. So guys, we're gonna go in the DaVinci. We're gonna go in DaVinci and we're gonna color grade this clip into nodes. And the first node, as you guys can see, the first one is actually me bringing back to Rec 709, and I shot this with my R6 Mark II in C-Log 3 4K 60. Yes, voilà, that's the settings, and we're just gonna bring it back to Rec 709. And normally I will have a bunch of nodes, and I'm gonna do color correction in one, white balance correction in the other one. So this time around, I'm just gonna use Dehancer. We're gonna click on this second node, we're gonna drag Dehancer, and right out of the bat, when you put Dehancer, it looks horrible. What you want to do is not to get too confused and get overwhelmed with all the tabs and sliders. You're gonna go all the way down, you're gonna disable all the tools, and you're gonna go all the way up. And input is actually going to be in Rec 709 because we just converted our footage to Rec 709, so that's our source. You don't want to change that. And also something else, you're going to all the way down where you see output, you're going to click on it, and total impact of the things you're going to change is going to affect them, especially on film prints. You don't want to be too strong, so for me, I normally leave it at 40%. That's how I start my grading when I use Dehancer Pro. And I will go back up, and as I said, normally I'll have a bunch of nodes to do color correction and contrast correction, but I'm gonna use Dehancer here. And the first thing, the exposure control, exposure compensation, and you just gonna slide it. You can increase it, you can make it a little bit more white. We'll see why I do this. And then the temperature as well, if you see it's a bit too warm or too cold, you can change that, but I think I nailed on the Kelvin in camera, so I'm not going to change that. If you want to correct your tint, if your image was a little bit too green or a little bit too magenta, you can correct that here. And defringe as well, if there's any defringing from the lens, you can try and correct it here. Then there's the film. I like to use Kodak Ektachrome, which is right here, E100 from 2017, and you got to enable the tab. If you don't enable it, you don't see them. So on and off, off, on, off, on. And then you have the film developer. This is where you're gonna add your contrast, your gamma correction. so you can increase and again you need to enable it. You will go, you see contrast here, gamma correction, lower a little bit, and then you have your color separation as well, and then the color boost. Again, off, on, off, on. There you go, we are right here, off, on. We're getting very good, and this is just correction. There's no film print yet. I mean, there's the film profile, but we're gonna put the film print afterwards. And then we're gonna go to film compression. This is where you gonna look for your highlights, white points. You see the veil and the range of the skin as well. This is all the highlights. And then the expand is the black points and the white points in the image, so you can increase the whites or the black. Again, you need to enable it, I always forget. So you can put a little bit more here, white points. You see, like, you can really go crazy, but it looks shit, so I don't touch that one. And then here you go, these are the prints. You have a bunch of prints you can use here. You have Cinelog, you have Fujifilm, you have Kodak 2283 and Kodak Endura Glossy Paper, but I like to use the 2283 film print. I will click and enable it, and right off you see the difference that it makes. Again, small changes is what you want. You want to make small changes in different section to elevate your image. If you make big changes it will look just horrible at the end of the editing process. And the color head, normally this is where you want to control your yellow and blues, and this is also where you can add like to your shadows and to your tones, like warm, mid tones. For me, this, I actually like it natural. The shadows, you can put some blues, and then film print. This is also where you could leave it simple, or you can get a bit more in depth. Is you have film grain, and they give you the option of different profile, but you can also customize it, and you can choose between the size of the grain, the amount, the film resolution, shadows and mid-tones where you want the grain to be, and you have to enable it. But I will choose just 35mm ISO 500 actually. Get closer to 800, that was my native ISO. Halation, the stuff, this time I will customize it. I will enable it, and close this, and you can actually choose where you want it to be affected and how much amplified. So again, off and on, off and on. Small changes, you will see when I will put the dehancer here off how much changes there's been in the image. And then again, you can bloom your image. I like this a lot as well. You could just use a profile, you can also customize it. You can bloom the highlights more, the details is still much sharper, how much is diffused, and how much you want to amplify it. And there you go. You see, look at the hair here, right here. When I gonna put it off and on, it's super nice to have this in one tab, like in one node tree. You're doing all of this, and then you will close this one as well. Then there's film damage. The film damage, pretty much you're gonna put some dust or damage the film in front of the video, but I just don't like to use that, but you could if you want. And then when the video is playing, you have a bunch of I don't know if you can see it, of dust on the video, but I don't like it, so I don't enable it. Film bleed is the same, like when the lens is hunting, you get this feeling, and I don't like it as well to use it. Gate wave, if you want to use that for correction of the profile, I normally don't use it. Then you have overscan. This is a cool effect that you can actually use, and voila, you can pretty much scale. You could have a pretty cool effect. See all of this. you can flip it. I don't know. And I don't use it. I really don't use it. And you have vignette, of course. You can add vignette the way you want it to be, and the size of the vignette, and the black, the size you want. But I don't want it. I'll leave it like this. And if you think you want to increase whatever you did, you can increase it. But as again, too much, it's not good. So I will keep it around 40. Let me have it here, 40. So we're gonna switch this off, and we go from this to this. And this is just using Dehancer Pro, and it's a game changer. Again, you could do so much. You have a bunch of nodes you can add, but just with 2 nodes. And this you save money from a lot of people that sell you lots. And power grade, I've done it. I've been guilty. I bought power grade, and there's so much going on that I don't understand. Like my life is like Christopher Nolan, right? But yeah, this just 2 nodes back on, and you have a great image. Again, maybe a little bit too strong. Maybe we'll go down here and reduce it even a little bit more. I think here, I think 30 is good. Off, on. Look, this guys, just from Rec 709. Look at Dehancer right here. But then what? Because the source is Rec 709, so it doesn't read that. Once I put Rec 709 back in, it reads the source. It's amazing. Dehancer also has their app, and you can pretty much bring any photos if you want, and they have a bunch of presets that you can choose from to make any kind of film emulation. Or you could go to edits, and then you can pretty much choose from scratch your source of exposure. The same tabs you had in DaVinci, you have them here, and you have all your film emulation. You have your developer from your contrast. You could do anything that you can do in the desktop of DaVinci with the plugin. And again, elation, this is something which I really like to do, and then the blooming as well, and you can see before and after as well, and you can export it, save to gallery. It's that easy from the phone mobile app, and you go successfully exported from my gallery in my iPhone. As you guys see the small tutorial, it's super great to bring to use just 2 nodes to get such nice film look, and to grade your image to this kind of level. Like, it's pretty simple, but it does come to the cost, and I think this is the only con that I will think of Dehancer. But I think it's worth it. It does come with a cost, but you can do a purchase of a lifetime at $449, which is a huge fee. But if you're doing professional work and you're getting paid for a lifetime of Dehancer, it's worth it. You buy a lens for so much more, $2,000-3,000 for a lens. You can just invest slowly every month, and you can get some money. And as I said, you can use my promo code Italian Boy, and you can get 10% checkout. But they also offer 1 year. They also offer 6 months and 3 months. Example, if you really have specific project that you want to use Dehancer, they also have this option of packages, and you can also use a trial as well for a week, and you can see for yourself if you like it or not before you actually make the big purchase. So thank you so much for watching this video, and I hope you guys enjoyed it and learned something. And if you guys have something that you want to ask me about Dehancer, please let me know down below, and I see you guys in the next video. Peace. Woo! And you guys knew how to screenshot a Mac? I don't know, but I know how to screen record. There you go.